Ghostwire Tokyo is a game that came out in 2022, and for some reason, I'm barely talking about it today. I did not finish it back when it first, came out on, and I was playing it on console back then. So now I'm playing it with the best performance that I could, the best graphics that I can have on PC. And I gotta say, after taking a long break from all these Ubisoft kind of like games, because this game was not very well received at the start. I remember it had very mixed reviews. People weren't really getting into it. There was other games I think that came out at the time too that kind of overshadowed this game. But when I first played this game and I started playing the story, doing some of the side activities, not all of them, but some of the side activities, the way that the game plays was very unique. I thought, oh, this is actually going to be a pretty good game, but it just got overshadowed by other things. And I was not wrong. After finishing it, I definitely say that this game is still very unique. In a world where we live in where every first person shooter is just guns and not really anything else different. This game was rather very surprising. It is a little bit clunky, I think, if you're playing with a controller. I played it with a controller all the way. I forgot to actually use the mouse and keyboard for this one, but the controller felt fine actually for me. And I just like the uniqueness. The whole Naruto hands, as I like to call it, was very charming, and it kind of carried it all the way with you having magic powers. Each magic power is kind of like Doom 2016, where every gun has like a secondary use. So in here you have like the wind element. Wind element can go from you just one blast shooting, like if it was a hand cannon or a pistol, to once you charge it up, you can press a button and it will turn into, an AK finger guns. Oh, this gimmick is so nice, actually. And if you play if you play your cards right, you can actually decimate bosses with this one. You can paralyze some of these elite monsters, and if you paralyze them and just start finger shooting them, it's over. They're pretty much dead. But just play this game at your own pace. Not every activity needs to be done. Not every activity. If you're 100% clear, again, play it at your own pace. Play some story, do some side quests, do some activities. Then again, play some story. Just maybe stop playing this game for like a day. Play something else. Whatever it is. If you like to clear things 100% and you don't really stress about those things, I am sure exploration is going to be the key to your soul here. Because I gotta say, what makes this different compared to Assassin's Creed and other Ubisoft-like games, I think, is the soul catching. The soul catching, where you collect spirits and put them on this little angel paper thing, and then you go to a payphone and release all the souls to get money back. There's something satisfying about that mechanic that kind of helped me explore the rest of the world. There is a lot. There's a lot in here. You get accessories like wristbands, or beats as they're called here, and the beats can grant you anything from stronger elemental attacks to replenishing health when you eat something, to actually finding locations for collectibles and other important things. So can the shrines. The shrines can also help you do that if you pray to a shrine. From a story perspective, it's not the coolest story, but it is shown very cinematic like, and I kind of think that makes up for it because I really like the environments. And boy, do I gotta tell you guys, the side quests in this game are amazing. I straight up really like some of these, if not most of these side quests. They don't take too long, as they sometimes divide them in parts, but just I don't have footage for it. I'm sure some of you that have played this game will know the name of the mission, and you know what mission I'm talking about. I swear to God, the pacing of this game was so much different. One of these side quests felt like I was playing Silent Hill or PT, where I had to go through mirror worlds and stuff. And I was like, am I playing Silent Hill F? Like, what's going on here? It was actually really, really nice. Like, these side quests are good. And I think that's what makes this game different than other Ubisoft games, because it isn't just the main story and collectibles. It's main story, good side questing, in my opinion, and collectibles and other things that will help you, get more bullets for all your 3 types of elemental. You have 3. You have wind, fire, and water. Each one has 3 different things that you can use. You can 1, tap the attack button, 2, charge the attack, 3, press a button after a charge, and it will change into its secondary form. The map is not too big. It's actually not as big as it probably seems like. Plus, you have teleporters, you need shrines. Again, if you're familiar with Ubisoft games, this is not a Ubisoft game. This is actually a Bethesda game, and it's made by Tango Gameworks, which is the people that made Hi-Fi Rush and The Evil Within. Those are the 2 games that I'm familiar with. I don't know if they made something else that I may be familiar with. Please let me know in the comments below. But as for my experience, this game was a really fun one. The story, I had fun with the story myself personally. I really like the presentation. I like the locations that the story puts me on. I like some of the boss fights. However, some boss fights ended up feeling a little bit samey, and there wasn't much room for other monsters. I'm gonna be honest, I think that most of the creativity when it comes to the monsters happen maybe in the side missions more than the main missions. Like, there's Slendermans, fat Slendermans, tall Slendermans, Silent Hill nurses or secretaries, and I know you. Oh. Either way, I had a blast with this one. I actually really enjoyed it. I was supposed to be playing something else, but right before I started playing that, I actually was playing this, and I just couldn't stop myself. I honestly couldn't stop myself from playing it. I got too addicted to the grind. I got too addicted to just clearing the map, sorta, and just doing side missions and story. It's the gameplay is actually more engaging than you think it is. You just need to experiment. In my opinion, I think the best way to enjoy combat here is to experiment. Know what enemies are weak to what. For example, you can have different combinations like freezing an enemy and then burning them with your secondary attack for your fire attack, and just setting them on fire instead of wanting to blow them up. Some enemies are weaker to being blown up, or they get staggered easier. Hell, some enemies are weak to water, especially those Slenderman people that like to use their umbrellas to cover themselves so you don't shoot them. Water will break those umbrellas, and so on. There's definitely a lot of things that you can do and explore with combinations for your combat synergy. It's actually well thought out. It is actually well thought out. However, that doesn't really click until maybe later on in the game. At first, you just think you're just spamming green the whole time. You're just spamming wind element, but no, there's more to that. Some characters are weaker to that. And again, you gotta use the beats to your advantage. You want to increase the wind elemental damage so the enemies take less bullets or less elemental wind magic to, get hurt. Hell, maybe you're doing something wrong. Maybe you're supposed to be doing water on the enemy and it gets attacked, and its attack, cost less and it's better for you. There's just a lot. There's just a lot in this game. It's a lot, but to say I didn't enjoy it would be a very big understatement. So many activities, pictures. Collectibles, requests. just a bunch of things. But without further ado, I think I said enough about this game. I cannot recommend this game enough if you like exploration games, and if you like something a little bit more unique with the first person genre. But just because it's unique doesn't exactly make it good. However, I think it is worth experiencing this game at least once. In terms of like, does this game get better or is it stay the same? It gets better, but it's not because the game gets better, it's because you get better. Almost like a fighting game. It's pretty interesting. Either way, that's all for me today. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Make sure to buy this game on sale whenever possible, as it is not a new game anymore. If you guys are interested in it, if you haven't bought it. Performance on PC was rather good. You just had to set up a few things, but it's stable enough. It's good enough. For me, recording and doing everything was fine enough. It was good. Highest graphics and everything. Game is probably the best polished Bethesda game I think I played, but I don't think that's because of Bethesda. I think that's because of Tango Gameworks. Either way, thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And I will see you guys in my next video, which is hopefully going to be the first game that I actually played in 2026. All right, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
I've had enough of you, so